Welcome back to Studio Friends and Ask and You Shall Receive. People have been asking for it. Alien 2.0, Big Chap, finally got the promo images out. And spoilers, it looks fantastic. We also got a Joker artisan version and sculpted version of the bank robber outfit that he wears in The Dark Knight. Looks pretty good too. But let's go on a little bit of a deeper dive and we'll go through the images and I'll let you guys know my thoughts. All right, let's start off with Big Chap 2.0 here from Alien. And, there's a little background on Alien. For me, growing up, this was one of my favorite movies. I was probably shown this movie a little too young. My older cousin Alan showed it to me when I was probably like 5 or so. Didn't scare me, but I loved the atmosphere that was created in this movie and is one of the movies that got me interested into working in film. The designs are amazing. Just like I said, the atmosphere is kind of like lived in type universe, very similar to Star Wars in that sense. And obviously it's an instant classic. People love this movie. I love this movie. So I was very excited when they announced the 2.0 version of Big Chap. I was unfortunately not able to get the first one, but the first one came out, I don't even know, like 10 years ago. And later on in this little slideshow, there's a side-by-side comparing the two, and you can tell the big differences that they got. But anyway, first up, looking at this picture, yeah, he's just standing up and down. Like, he looks amazing. Like, he looks like the guy in the suit, which I guess is screen accurate. But loving the promo photos, just kind of keeping it simple, nothing too crazy. And here's a close-up of his head. I love the translucent bit on the top, seeing that skull. There's just so much detail in the whole thing. And just, like really, there's not a whole lot to say about this other than the fact that it looks incredible. Very excited to have this guy on display. Like, this is a very rock and roll type pose. It's very cool. I think he's in this kind of pose when he's like hidden in the wires, I believe, like in all the cabling, when he's up in the ceiling. You know the scene I'm talking about. This is very, very cool. Very menacing. This is just such a cool figure. Can't wait to get this guy in the display case. I like this pose. It's very simple. It's just kind of when he's just hiding, trying to be all stealthy like in the ship. Probably how I'd probably have him in the display case. Yeah, he's got the little extendable inner jaw coming out. Yeah, there he goes, side by side with the original. New one looks, you can just see the detail. The detail in the newer one is so much better. He looks less like an action figure. Like, he just looks more real. You see less joints. Overall, you can't really upgrade too much from the original, to be honest. The original actually looks really good. But they have made some improvements, and the improvements are welcome. There's some new shots of the head. Yeah, awesome. I love how it comes with the two different versions of the top of the dome. And it's everything it comes with. Simple figure. I hope it's not too expensive. In Canada, probably about like $360 Canadian with tax around. Still pricey, but he is gonna need a Ripley, hopefully someday. That'd be amazing if we got that. And then next up, we got the Robert Joker, but we're gonna start here with the sculpted version, just so you can see how much better the rooted version is. But honestly, this sculpted hair looks really good. Looks better than the DX33, I believe, with the purple coat, which I do have. This hair is just like super refined looking. And the head sculpt, I think, is better than the DX33. It's a little bit more chill. They are very different head sculpts, but I think this one's kind of just more universal. It can be used in many more poses, a little bit more dynamic. Wow, that looks amazing. That hair is just, like, do you really need rooted hair? I don't know. This looks really good to me. Like, they've done such a good job with the sculpted hair as of late. I think that looks great. Obviously, you got the separate rolling eyes, which I think was a maker. Like, that was the game changer for Hot Toys for me, or just 1/6 scales in general. I think it was after InArt had them in all their figures. Hot Toys just kind of made it standard. It wasn't just for DX figures. Every figure just started having the rolling eyes, and that, like, all my figures that don't have rolling eyes, even ones that I love, like I love my Kylo Ren, he doesn't have rolling eyes. I might just sell it in hopes that they make a new Kylo Ren with rolling eyes, because it just makes every figure so much more realistic. And And there he is, just standing up and down in his little pose here. So I had a comment earlier about museum poses. This is kind of like, for me, this is considered a museum pose, like nothing too dynamic, but he's just standing there, but you get a sense of his character immediately just by the way he's standing. And yeah, this is like my kind of quote unquote museum pose, just standing up and down, but he's got a little bit of movement going on. You can see his personality, see his character, and they nailed it with that pose there. This one's cool, just, swapping out a cartridge in his gun. This is so cool. Like, does it come with this table? Is it part of the diorama? Like, it's such like a, I hate using the word iconic scene, but it kind of is. Like when he's hiding behind that table was getting shot at. Like, I don't know if anyone would ever like display him like this on their shelf, but what a cool display piece. Because it doesn't really, like if you're looking at this photo, it doesn't really look like it comes with a table like that, or maybe it does. You just gotta tip it over. It's all loose parts, but here's everything it comes with. Much better than the original one, or I think they've done 2 other versions of this, but yeah, huge upgrade. Like Hot Toys have gone leaps and bounds in recent years in terms of quality. It shows here, and then really shows here. Like this first photo with the rooted hair. Damn, that looks good. That looks real. Straight up, that looks real. Yeah, wow, look at that. That's so good. Like, I'm not a rooted hair guy. It's, to me, kind of looks like dolls still, even though these are just 12-inch action figures that grown adults are buying, but it kind of doll-like to me. But this one, if it looks this good, like the final product looks this good, the rooted hair, I think I might be swayed in getting some. Yeah, that's amazing. Here's again, yeah, just standing there. Just the tailoring looks good. Man, the competition did wonders for Hot Toys. InArt coming into the game and just crushing it immediately has definitely put a fire under Hot Toys' butt, because they are no longer the big dogs. I mean, they're still the big dogs, but now they got to work for it. Like, that looks like a real guy. That looks like a real guy right there. That looks straight up like Heath Ledger. The hair looks so much better than the DX33, and the DX33 looked good. It's just crazy how much better things can look. Like, you think something looks amazing, and something like this comes out. And just, yeah, more of this head sculpt's crazy. So crazy. Yeah, I love this. If I had this is the exact pose I put him in. It's just playful, it just shows Joker's personality and just kind of mischievous. Some more shots of the head. Yeah, we get it. It's amazing. Holy moly. Yeah, the mask, I doubt anyone's going to be using that to cover his the head sculpt, because the head sculpt's just crazy good. Some more screen accurate stuff he comes with. Man, yeah. That's incredible. Like, now let me know in the comments down below if you're going to be getting the rooted or the sculpted hair version of this Joker. I think you can't go wrong with either one. Alrighty, thanks for watching, studio friends. Let me know in the comments down below if your plans are to buy the Alien, buy Joker, buy both the different versions of Joker. Are you excited? Are you stoked for these figures? Because I know I am. And I probably mentioned this earlier, but if they release Ripley, that's game over. Hopefully not just an artisan version, limited edition, because not into the rooted hair, but a sculpted version, I'd buy that immediately. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.